You had kind of put together 5 specific recommendations, content-wise, that for retailers in the industries that we're serving. Would you mind kind of going over those for our retailers?
First and foremost is making sure that your business information that's always available is up to date, whether it be on your website or your Google My Business listing. So making sure that you're updating with the latest store opening hours. If you can, showing product availability, if you have the inventory system in place, shipping availability and dependability as well. So not just do we offer shipping, but how long will it take? Next up is kind of highlighting any accommodations you're making for a lot of the health and safety guidelines that have been put in place, whether it be creating a post that announces that your store is now open, but requires curbside pickup and for every customer to be wearing a mask. All of these small details are really important for people who are not just wanting to make a purchase, but want to be safe in doing so. So giving them that assurance is really important. When it comes to your product catalog, making sure that that is up to date with what you're currently selling, which sounds kind of obvious, but we often know that product catalogs can become quite dense or quite heavy, and we don't often pay as much attention to kind of curating them as much as possible.
Inventory transparency is a real hot button issue sometimes for the retailers we work with. It's a real challenge to get to perfection. One big thing that we reiterate a lot is that you don't have to have a perfect, automated, totally correct inventory connection between your inventory system, point of sale, and website. There are steps along the way that might be more attainable depending on what resources and systems you have. And every step you can get along the way, you get benefit back from it.
At a minimum, getting your product catalog online is something that is going to be beneficial for everyone involved. But if you can take it further, and if you have the infrastructure in place to have your inventory between your brick and mortar and your online storefront in sync, so that people buying online know exactly what's available, that's kind of the ideal state. One last tip on this front is thinking about delivery. As we all know, there's a huge preference for home delivery, regardless of whatever products or services that we're buying today. So making sure that if you have delivery options, offering some flexibility in what those options are. So something like extended return periods, making sure that your shipping settings are up to date along with expected delivery times, and really being transparent and upfront about what those costs are and what the kind of expected delivery times are, so that people are going in eyes wide open and know fully what to expect for really more enjoyable and positive experience with you.